Sex ed, sex education. Um, I think this is important to talk about. This is in my what I would say a taboo topic in a lot of ways because sex is something that's never talked about, even including in households. Just general conversation, even when it is talked about, it's usually talked about in like a childish, immature way. But it's something that needs to be talked about because sex is how we have the race of beings that we have as a humanity. You know what I'm saying? We are a population that's created by sex, so we need to be educated on this concept. Um, and uh, I think sex is something that, for one, people need to understand it takes two. Like, there's always this narrative of like, okay, sex, women allow sex or control sex, and it's like that's not necessarily true because it takes two to tango. Like, you as a man, which in most cases this is not the case. Most men aren't like this. You know, if a female offers sex or gives a guy opportunity to have sex, then pretty much 10 out of 10 times the guy's gonna be with it. You know what I'm saying? But you do have the choice to say no. Just put out. I mean, you do. It's not like the girl is forcing you into having sex with her. Right? That's not happening. You are accepting, you're approving of it too. So that's why it takes two people. You know what I'm saying? It's a two-party thing. Same thing in reverse. Like, a guy, um, if a female doesn't want to have sex, she can say no. The guy wants to have sex, and the girl's like, nah, she's not, in the mood or whatever. She has that right to say no, and there's gonna be no sex. You know what I'm saying? So sex is, for one thing, a mutual two-party consent thing. And if it's not, then it's a rape. But for like a genuine, sexual intercourse, consensual thing, is two parties who consent to that. So we need to stop the narrative of control. Of, oh, the woman has the control over sex. No, that's not all the way. That's not the case. It takes two people to have sex, not one. And then uh, people need to understand what exactly you're getting yourself into. We talk about sex, uh, some of the consequences that come with it. Obviously, is a pleasurable thing. Some, we all as human beings, just usually people try to. We've been trained by society to like downplay our sexual urges. Even when we go out in public, it's like you've been trained, especially women, to like dumb down your sexual urges. Like, don't really show too much that you're attracted to a guy, because then she, but y'all know what I mean. But yeah, I understand. Like, when it comes to sex, like, you're exchanging info with that other person to a degree. You know what I'm saying? And understand and accept what comes with that. You know what I'm saying? You're taking on that person's energy, taking on what that person's going through. So you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? If you're a person, obviously the wanting to have sex with somebody, like, you're sexually attracted to somebody, that does not mean that you want this is somebody that, especially, I'm gonna speak for me, like, I'm gonna be committed to for the rest of my life. Like, the fact that may find a person sexually attractive, specifically women, because that's what I'm. I'm heterosexual. Uh, I can be sexually attracted to millions of women because there's God so great. He's made millions of beautiful women, if not billions, because but that doesn't mean I would want to say, oh, I want this person to be my wife. That's just natural thing. She's she's attractive. She's physically attractive. Like I would have sex with, but again, you gotta accept. It's my responsibility to accept what comes with that. You know what I'm saying? If I were to have sex with this person, you know what I'm saying? So I think people should understand and accept the responsibilities that come when you make these decisions, and vice versa. Understand, guys, like when you're with a dude, you got like women are sexually attracted to millions of other men. You know what I'm saying? You're not, yes, you are, she finds you attractive, but it's natural thing because that's how God made us to be sexually attracted to other people too. So if you're somebody and you want to be in a committed long-term marriage type of relationship, you got to be with somebody who understands the commitment aspect and the discipline aspect of that, what comes with those type of relationships. You know what I'm saying? When you put yourself and you say you want to marry somebody, you want to have this committed relationship with them, you have to, it's the discipline of understanding, okay, this is the only person now that I've accepted that I want to be married or in this committed situation, this is the only person I'm going to be having sex with. You know what I'm saying? Both parties have to have that discipline. They don't have that discipline. Person lacks the discipline, which is most of the cases what people do. They end up having sex with other people. Be mainly not because again they like to project an insecurity and say, well, you did this wrong or I don't like you anymore, blah blah blah. They're just projecting their insecurity when really it's just they're just lack of discipline. You know, their lack of discipline. You bring somebody, you bring a girl to, she goes to a trip in Miami and she's with her girls and it's a bunch of other attractive dudes. What do you think she's gonna do? You know what I'm saying? She's human. But like I said, um, if it's a woman of discipline and who's a committed woman, she won't do that. She won't go and, you know, have sex with some other dude. She's gonna understand. She's a woman of discipline. So she's not gonna do that. So you gotta understand the type of woman that you're dealing with, or man. Same thing with men. He goes to Miami, goes one of these places, and what do you think he's gonna do? Is a bunch of attractive women. What do you think? He's a man. It's a natural thing. But like I said, if he's a man of discipline, a man of commitment, and that's him. It's not about him being disciplined and committed to you. That's part of it, but him as an individual being a disciplined man, a committed man. He's not going to, indulge with other women. Maybe he might have some conversation, but it's not going to get to sex or anything like that because he understands he's a man of discipline, he's a man of commitment, he's a man of word. And that's the type of man I am. You know what I'm saying? But if I have not given a woman that, then I can do my thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to just be, you know, tied down sexually to just one woman. Like if I did not give you that agreement of commitment, we don't have that level of commitment. You know what I'm saying? So, um, and I just think that part of the thing is like people play games and they're childish. They just don't, again, back to the intention thing where people just don't be clear cut with their intentions. Like let it be known. Stop playing the game. Stop playing the ghosting thing to try to get your attention and try to make people feel insecure or whatever, bad about himself, just be straight up with people, man. If it's a matter of you just having a sexual attraction to somebody and that's what it is, let them know. Again, I've matured. I haven't always had this kind of mindset. I was younger, you know what I'm saying, and I used to I used to have the insecurity at times, let women know how I felt or stuff like that when I was younger, but that's not the case no more. But I just would suggest guys like just be straight up with these girls and women too. Be straight up with these dudes too. You know what I'm saying? Save you a lot of heartache, save you a lot of stress, save you a lot of time. You know, telling you. You know what I'm saying? You see, I don't got a lot of wrinkles on my face because I save a lot of stress. You know what I'm saying? From the BS, getting to the nonsense. And then the financial aspect that comes with having a child, the results of, sex. Obviously the result of having sex is you can have a child, and people don't consider that. They're just considering the moment, having a great feeling. It's just cool and all. But then when the girl says she's pregnant, now people are saying, I don't know her. I don't I'm gonna go ghost. I didn't like you like that. But then when you was having sex with her, you was in love. You know what I'm saying? And so um, you know, guys gotta be responsible, be aware of what can come with that. You're gonna have to potentially spend the rest of your life taking care of having to take care of a child, and spend your finances and your money supporting this child for the rest of your life, in their life. So these are the things that are never talked about. Even for me, it's never been talked about to me personally, but I know these things, and so I'm trying to say these things so people can know and be educated and move, what I'm saying, more wiser. You know what I'm saying? Obviously nobody's perfect, things happen, but just trying to give people some game so they can move a little better. You know what I'm saying? In this world, not nothing. You know what I'm saying? Guys, understand the financial thing that comes with it. And women too, understand when you get knocked up by some of these guys that you know for sure ain't ish and ain't got nothing going on, understand for the rest of your life, mostly you're gonna end up likely raising that child on your own because you mess with a dude who couldn't hold his own and got nothing going for himself. So try to be more wiser with the guy that you choose to have sex with because there are consequences that come with it. So, yeah.